two coaches have been unveiled in a span of 3 days, and that is, I'm talking about the FC Leopards coach and the Sofapaka coach. Of course, we'll be getting into that. And also, remember, later on in the show, we'll be talking to the national amputee team. We want to get from them their plight, how the World Cup in Mexico was, and also, you know, what to expect from them in the coming days. But before we get into that, Valerie Kandie, thank you for tuning in, and happy birthday to you. Now, let's get into FC Leopards, and Ingwe unveiled their new head coach, that is Nikola Kovačević, after the sacking of Rodolfo Zapata, who managed the club for only 5 months. The Serbian international, who has been in the coaching fraternity since 1996, is confident he will lead FC to their first title, Kenya Premier League title, since 1998.
Kwa sababu ya historia yake. Nikola alikuwa ndio coach mchanga kabisa katika ulimwengu mzima. When he was coaching, akiwa coach mkufunzi wa national team akiwa na umri wa miaka 36. Na tuna imani na yeye, kama vile anajulikana kila mahali anaenda, kule Serbia, Botswana wanamuita Mr. Fix It. Tuna imani ya kwamba akija AFC Leopards atafix hii shida yetu tumekuwa nayo ya kupata kikombe cha ligi kuu. Na tuna imani mwaka huu na mwaka ujao mashabiki wetu watafurahia yale yatakayotokea. Tumemuona kwa wiki moja tu katika zoezi na tumeshaona mabadiliko, hata vile wachezaji wanakuja mazoezi, discipline levels have really improved katika hizo siku 5 amekuwa na wachezaji. So tuna imani na tunahakikishia mashabiki wetu ya kwamba mwaka huu mambo itakuwa tofauti.
Now everything depends how they are going to develop with new coach and new system of work. But I left them in one extremely good condition. So other offers that I was comparing to Leopards, which were, it's not for comparing how much those offers were better financially, but luckily I earned something in past 7 years, so I don't have to chase only after money.
Well, that was the unveiling of the new FC Leopards head coach, that is Nikola Kovačević. We want to take a look at his profile. He's been in this managing fraternity since 1996. So we want to take a look at, you know, the clubs that he's managed before and the honors that he won. Now in 2012 to 2013, he was with the East Kolol, Dushanbe, and he won the AFC President's Cup and the Tajik Super Cup. We move on to some of his honors, and in 2015 he was with the New Radiant and he won the Unveil Premier League. Move on to other honors for Nikola Kovačević. In 2016 he managed Sahif Sporting Club and he got the Bangladesh Championship League. Those are some of his honors. And we move on in 2017-2018. That is the season that just ended this year. He was with Township Rollers in Botswana, where he won the Botswana Premier League and the Mascom Top 8 Cup. So those are just some of the new, the honors of the new FC Leopards coach, who's promised that he's going to win them the Kenya Premier League title, won their first since 1998. Remember, he's coached clubs in Africa, Asia, and Europe. Now, let's move on to another coach that has been unveiled this morning here in Nairobi. Melis Medo is the new Sofapaka coach. So he says that he's ready to bring some trophies to Batoto Bamungu. Let's take a look.
It's been a great season, this past one, and this season it's going to be even a better one. We have certain goals we got to achieve, we got a lot of work, got to start even as soon as possible. It's exciting, I'm excited actually, and when I met Eli, it all fits in place, like where we need to be, what we can do, how far we can go. It seems like it's a great ship to be in. Got to transform a few things and move forward, big goals, big targets, big expectations, made a lot of promises, and hopefully with everyone's support, with John's support, with Eli's support, the squad first, the bench, will get there. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm very excited about this. Very excited to be here. It's always a challenge in KPL. Yes, it's the bigger the goal, the bigger the challenge. Good squad, good people, good. We're gonna build this on a family thing, strong legs, smart football, move forward. Legs. For the squad, yeah, boys, get your legs ready. We're gonna need some legs. We're gonna need some legs not to do 90 minutes. We're gonna need some legs to do 120 minutes. How we gonna get there? Just leave that up to me.
Anakuja kutusaidia kusukuma hii nyumba, sababu tulionelea coach Mido ndio mwenye ambayo anafit kwa situation yetu ya club. Kwa hivyo kuanzia leo Yenjo senior coach wa Sofapaka ambayo anaendesha kazi pamoja na John Baraza.
Mimi yangu ni kusema tu tunamkaribisha coach, tunasema karibu sana.
Asante.
What I'm saying coach is that feel free and you are welcome. This is like you are home. We will give you the right support. We are like a family. All the necessary support we will get.
Appreciate
this is the best president maybe we will have ever find in the world. This is the best man, and all the support that you want he will give you.
Well, Melis Medo, the new Sofapaka head coach, moving from Nakumatt to Sofapaka, and he says that he's ready to deliver titles to Sofapaka. Remember, their first Kenya Premier League title was in 2009, rather, when they had just been promoted from the National Super League, and they came into the Kenya Premier League and they won the title. Now, remember, in the 2018 season, they finished 5th with 53 points on the Kenya Premier League. And here in studio, I'm joined by George Mello, who is a member of Sofapaka. He's the stalwarts in defense. Good afternoon, George.
Good afternoon.
Now, 2018 season, how was it for you guys?
Because we did not reach our target and our goal, I say it's not good, but it's somehow better.
It's somehow better.
Finishing at the top 5, but our target was to finish, maybe take the trophy or second. And it is a challenge. It has taught us, we have learned from our mistakes. We're looking forward for a good season this season.
New coach?
New coach, as you have heard, you said, because of the big targets or big requirement from the club.
Yes.
So the challenge is also big for us.
The challenge is big for you as the players.
As the players.
Now, what did not work for you in 2018 season, in the 2018 season?
We had some, the main undoing for us was we are scoring goals.
Yes.
But we are also being scored.
Yes.
When you look at the statistics, you find that Sofapaka had many goals. They were nearing Gor Mahia. But on the bad side of us, we are being scored many goals. We are among our scoring records was conceding was
you conceded 45 goals.
Yes.
You scored 41 goals among among the best goal tally in the league.
Yes.
Yes. So defense was the problem.
Defense was somehow a problem, and goalkeeping. That's why you find now Sofapaka is looking for, they're recruiting new goalkeepers because Chigonya left and Kasaya has left, Juma has left. So we're looking for goalkeepers. And maybe strengthening the defense also.
Strengthening the defense. Now, probably one thing that, people don't know out there, that George Maelo, he is a police officer in the General Service Unit. Now, how do you manage, being a police officer and still playing in the Kenya Premier League? The demands of the two, are not similar. Each industry, or rather each is very demanding. How do you manage to, balance between the two?
I can say passion.
It's passion.
First, being a police officer is a choice. You are ready to serve the people. Being a footballer, it's a talent, which at the end of the day, because I love the game, I want to do better. I want to, when at the end of the day, what did you do with your talent? I love football. So it's just good planning, sacrifice. You avoid many things maybe. Most of the time you find as footballers, you waste our time. Maybe after training, you go home to relax. You find me in the office working, planning. Where duty calls for the police.
Now, where duty calls for the police, again, you are in school.
Yes.
You're pursuing your master's degree.
Yes.
So again, you know, juggling all the three, you know, what type of sacrifice do you put into that?
We sleep. For me, I don't sleep. I sleep very little. I like for the military because we are trained. You sleep maybe for 2 hours, you're fresh. You can do 1, 2, 3. So with that good training and from the military and juggling from football, you know, before you reach somewhere, somebody who has achieved in life has some hard times. And these hard times are the sacrifice you take for your personal gain. That's what I'm using to.
You are used to that.
Yes.
Now, the 2018-2019 season, of course, the margin between the 2018 season into the next season, you only had 1 month, you know, for preparation into the next season because we have to fit into the European calendar. You know, how easy has it been for you to only get a 2-week break and then come back into camp?
It has been good because after finishing the finals of the Shield Cup, we were given 2 weeks. And that is good for any player because of the conditioning. You know, most of the time when you are given the long break, it comes to when you start the season or pre-season, coaches most of the time get hard time for players to come back to their normal state of condition for the play. But because it's 2 weeks time, it's good for us players. You take a rest for short time, then going to the pre-season, it's easy. It's easy. It's not. You don't struggle so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
New coach, new players coming in. What should we expect from Sofapaka?
Nothing less like going for the trophy. All the trophies that will be before us, we're going for it.
Yes.
So even the new players are coming in. They're joining to know that we push this up to some level. They're there to come to help us push to the top.
So now, probably. Somebody has just asked, why did you decide to get into football?
Football is a good career. One, because when you look at the ball, it doesn't know, you can find, now we're finding a coach coming from another country, speaking another language. But because of the football, because of that ball, that when it's moved, it interacts people together. And, you know, football, it has on some discipline. Discipline-wise, football is good because when you look somebody like Ronaldinho, it is because of discipline. Look at Wanyama, our own. Because of discipline, sacrifice, patience, you can achieve it.
Yes.
That is life.
That is life. Without
patience, without sacrifice, without discipline, you cannot move forward.
Okay, who inspired you to get into football?
My friend who is in the country now, Ronaldinho. We are looking at how the creativity in him, coming from a humble family. He came from a humble family, and when you look at what football has made for him, really inspired me. And also looking at our rugby sevens. When you look at the rugby seven players, most of them are career-wise. So one is a CEO, human resource manager somewhere. So, because they went to school, it challenged me so much that how can I play? It's for a footballer also, because we had the likes of Makina Masika, Dr. Masika, those who have went to school. So it really inspired me to go back to school and play football, because through that you can inspire other people. Because when you are living, you are moving, remember there's somebody somewhere looking at you and to you as a role model, but they never tell you. But when you mess up, you are causing a problem to them. Yes.
You play as a defender.
Yes.
And probably who do you look up to when you talk about football, you know, as a defender?
As a defender, I look up to somebody like in Brazilian defender, Roberto Carlos. Carlos was so much determined defender. The way he will overlap, the way he will carve those balls. That's my my style of play.
Yes.
As a defender, I don't normally like sitting behind. I like normally
Joining
attacking.
the attack.
Joining the attack.
Now, there is, a perception that in Kenya football doesn't pay, and probably somebody will want to know, what has football done for you?
Football has done a lot for me because paying school fees, it has really helped me. In football, there's money in football. It's only that the perception we take as footballers, we don't manage our money well. Because look at somebody who is employed, maybe a banker, maybe he's being paid 50,000 per month. He will just wait for that month to end to get his salary. But a footballer will play every weekend. You have allowances. You win, you have allowance. And it's good money.
Yes.
You capture, when you look at after 4 weeks, maybe a footballer is making like 30,000 or 40,000 outside his salary. So football pays.
Football pays.
Football pays.
Okay, George Milo saying that football pays, and that perception that in Kenya football does not pay or does not help should be put aside. Now,